Alright, welcome back to Let'sJroPlay Sonic Adventure. Now we're in the egg carrier.
But let's check out the bridge.
And we're gonna check out the bridge.
We're gonna check out the bridge.
Take it to the bridge! We're also still checking out Sonic
because,
fanfic.
I don't think anyone has written freaking explicit. Wait, what?
Explicit what?
Alright. So, I clicked on the ones I wanted.
Okay.
And one entry came up. So what I say is this is destiny. Title is It Started in the Cafeteria by Genericprofilename.
Hell yeah. GPN.
Love it, GPN, beautiful. Alright, do you want to read the tags?
Let's hear it.
Amy Rose, Sonic the Hedgehog. Maria Robotnik, Sonic the Hedgehog. Cosmo the Seadrin, Miles Tails Prower. Blaze the Cat Silver. Knuckles Rouge. Sally Sonic. Wait, there's two ships. There's two Sonic ships.
Oh my god. Sonic's a whore.
Sonic.
That's all I've gotten from fanfiction, that Sonic's a slut.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so then it's got, Rouge, Silver, Knuckles, Miles, Cosmo, Cream,
No!
Tickle.
No! We're not reading anything that puts Cream in that situation. She's 4 years old, you fucking assholes.
Manic the Hedgehog, Sonia the Hedgehog, Mina Mongoose, Elias Acorn, Jet the Hawk, original female characters, High School AU. Alternate Universe, High School, Slow Burn, Friendship, Teen Romance, Drama and Romance, High School, Angst, Fluff, Mental Health Issues, Anxiety, References to Depression, Multiple Pairings, Amy Rose POV, Teen Drama, Friends and Lovers, Best Friends, Falling in Love, Idiots in Love, First Love, Dorks in Love, Male-Female Friendship, POV, Female Character, Developing Friendships, Blaze is Asexual, Tails is Trans, Tico is bisexual, Tico and Knuckles are siblings, Hurt Comfort, Maria is a hedgehog.
Wait, Maria Robotnik is a hedgehog?
Maria! This is the promise, right? This is the promise. It's a Maria promise.
It's a Maria promise.
Oh no, Maria's a hedgehog. Family love triangles, but not here for Sally Acorn hate multi-chapter.
Alright, just read the summary. Let's stick to summaries.
Okay. When 16-year-old Amy Rose and her family moved from Mobia City to small town Station Square, she was prepared for
Small town Station Square. It's a metropolis.
They just saw the pool and was like, that's it.
That's Station Square.
That's the town.
I know it's got this whole city in the background, but no, Station Square, it's, it's the pool and the train station. Okay. Also, beast pool, like, man.
Small Tails.
This is on Eggman's carrier.
Fuck you, Eggman. Small town Station Square. She was prepared for homework, pop quizzes, and Friday nights spent at home watching reruns of cheesy sitcoms. Resigned to being a spectator in her own life, living vicariously through romantic novels and movies, she never once anticipated the wild and wonderful world of SS High School, its colorful characters, friendships, drama, misadventures, and maybe sort of kind of romance with a certain blue hedgehog.
Oh my
High School AU featuring Sonami, News, Taismo, Silvays, and Shadia.
Excuse me? What you just say to my face?
High School AU, featuring Sonami, News, Taismo, Silvays, and Shadia. Or Shadia.
Oh, okay.
Shadia. Shadia. This is what you wanted, right?
Yup, 100%. This is exactly where I saw this going.
Promise I made to you.
This is the Maria promise.
This is what a real Maria. Alright, you ready? You want me to jump into it? You want me to just not? Do you want me to never?
Start it. We'll see how it goes. We'll see where it goes to.
Alright. Emergency alert has been canceled.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Alright. It started in the cafeteria by Genericprofilename. Yo, this is a not-for-profit fan work. Yo, man. Congratulations. Chapter 1. First glance. Some people believe that hell is a fiery pit where you're eaten in a fiery pit while devil's high-pitched laughter echoes in your ears.
But it's in a fiery pit. That's what I gotta know. Oh yeah, also this is chaos now.
Oh.
This isn't even his final form.
Fucking...
No. Not again.
I don't know, Sonic, you fought him 6 times!
To be fair, only twice. Also, Big the Cat's here now.
Oh. Froggy.
Froggy! I must say Froggy!
Oh, what a big cat, Sonic the Hedgehog. Alright,
You
anyway.
can play as him in this game.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
The Big the Cat?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He's like, his whole game is just a fishing minigame.
That's how you play the game.
That's it.
Alright, so we're in a fiery pit now. Or else they believe that it's an infinite abyss, dark and deep and miserable. Others think that it's a dungeon of torment and suffering. Jean Paul
My god.
Sitter, this old emo French guy, even claimed that hell was other people. Well, I can assure you that all that the reality is nowhere near as dramatic. The old John Paul, I'll concede, had a point. Hell isn't a blazing inferno, an endless tunnel, or even the most barbaric of prisons. No. Hell was standing alone in the middle of the cafeteria, clutching a laden plastic tray, looking out at the sea of unfamiliar faces, feeling more and more self-conscious by the second.
Absolutely. We've all been there.
I was quickly realizing that being the new girl sucked. I scanned the perimeter of the room, brow furrowed. How is it possible that literally every single table in this godforsaken room was taken? At Mobius High, my old school, the classes had different lunch periods, making it easier to find an empty seats at an empty lunch table where I could eat subpar cheesy pasta in peace. Oh, I thought that was you?
Making that noise.
Yeah. No, I thought you were like, shh. I thought you were shush. I was like, what?
Don't you shush me.
Hell, shut the fuck up. I mean, it's gotta eat subpar cheesy pasta in peace and finish up whatever piece of maths homework I've been neglected in favor of binge watching Friends reruns. Bliss.
Please.
Bliss.
As we do.
Unfortunately for me, Station Square High was smaller, which meant that everybody in every class had the same lunch break. Every table that I looked at was full of teenagers finishing up their homework, exchanging gossip in between mouthfuls of pizza, or showing each other memes or messages on their phones and laughing. Anybody else, literally anybody else, would have been able to suck it up, slap on the smile, approach a table, and make conversation for 55 minutes. Sure, it may be a tad awkward, but they'd survive it. And every day they'd try again until they eventually found their soul sister/brother/sibling or gender-neutral equivalent. But my feet, in their battered second-hand Converse, were like lead. My heart was hammering under my wet sweater, so loudly that I was sure that everybody could hear them, making them notice me. This is going to be the longest lunch period of my life, I thought mournfully.
This is going to be the worst lunch period ever.
I thought mournfully. How did I just...
I mourned this lunch.
Already counting down the minutes until maths. Is maths a thing?
I guess it's not math anymore, it's maths.
All
it's
right.
mathematics.
Until maths. God, you knew things were bad when quadratic equations were beginning to look appealing. I decided to assess my options. 1. Find a kindly-looking teacher and pretend I feel sick. Not bad, but sadly I was not a good actress. Far from it. I was pretty average. Oh no,
It's Makoto!
Makoto was secretly Amy Rose!
I knew this was going to be the most average lunch of my life! I just need to tell a teacher I was sick, but not too sick, just average sick. And that's when I knew I was in the Sonic Shipping High School.
Sonic Shipping High School.
Is this complete despair? My God.
My kind-looking teacher and pretend to feel far from it. I spent my elementary, middle school days playing a rotating selection of trees, bushes, and once, memorably, a shepherd with a stripy tea towel on my head in a nativity play. I wasn't ready for Sonic nativity plays.
No.
TBH.
Wait, that means there's Jesus the Hedgehog.
There's Catholic Sonics.
Absolutely.
Of course, this could have been because my teachers were taking pity on my crippling shyness by not casting me in important roles with lots of lines. But it also could have been that I had the authenticity of Tommy Wiseau when on stage.
Yikes.
2.
That means there's a Tommy Wiseau the Weasel. You know he's a weasel.
I hope so. I hope he's in this fanfic.
Oh my God, I hope Tommy Wiseau shows up.
2. Call Mom and begged for a lift home. Great in theory, but made impossible by the fact that she was working and we didn't own a car. Hide in the library until the bell rang. Tried that. The library was closed at lunchtime, unless you were a senior or had a note from a teacher. 4.
Wait, why was the library closed at lunch? What high school is this?
The one where everybody eats at the same time.
And also, the library's closed, and they all fuck.
They all, well, I sure hope so.
I sure hope.
4. Sit down at the closest empty chair, which was right next to a badger with a cool story, babe. Now make me a sandwich printed on his t-shirt. Haha, no. I mean, fair.
Yo, you know what? You laugh at that badger now, but soon he's gonna make alt-right YouTube videos and be a millionaire.
Yeah, you're right.
I know.
Fucking hell yeah. Or I could just drop my tray and run out the glass doors, not stopping till I reached the new house on the other side of town. This was certainly tempting, but I fell into a category of making a spectacle of myself. I knew that I couldn't stay at home forever. I'd have to leave the sanctuary of off-brand cereal and Netflix eventually. And when I did return, I'd forever be branded as the weird new girl who ran away from school that one time for no good reason. You didn't even know. Whatever. I wasn't even sure how exactly to get to the new house, and as small as the Station Square was, especially compared to Mobius City.
Station Square is huge!
Is this still Station Square, technically? Or is this...
Oh, there we go.
Whoa. Whoa!
Well, this is the Mystic Ruins outside of Station Square. So this is Angel Island.
Okay. Whoa. Alright. I didn't want to risk getting lost. I probably should have paid attention on the bus ride over, but I was too busy biting my nails, agonizing over my outfit, and thinking about every little thing that could go wrong on my first day. Actually, my day has been uneventful so far. I'd sat at the back of each classroom and doodled on my notebook while my teachers droned on about mitosis and the formation of the subjunctive text. If I could get through the next 48 minutes without embarrassing myself, the day would actually be a success by my standards.
Get better standards.
Yeah, Amy.
For real.
Amy, stop settling.
Amy.
Amy needs to be the one person to stop settling.
You're not wrong. Oh shit, did I miss one of the levers? Guess I must have. You can go back to get the lever? Oh, it's right here.
I tightened my grip on my lunch tray, weighed down by a tofu burger, wedges, and a cereal bar, all balanced precariously on top of my well-thumbed copy of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I brought it with me in order to appear less of a socially inept rep and maybe create some sort of mysterious, intelligent lone wolf vibe instead.
That's what I get from people reading Harry Potter.
Well, that's what I get from Amy Rose.
Definitely a shy girl who's afraid to speak her mind.
Because it is Amy Rose, right? It did say...
I think so.
Well, alright, well, I may be wrong. This may actually be an OC. And if it is, my apologies. But I think there was Amy POV. Let's see. I brought it with me, yeah. Which could only be a step up. Harry Potter probably wasn't the best choice, but I figured that bringing along Jane Eyre or Pride and Prejudice would have made me even more of a cliche. I'd practically be inventing some brooding loner misfit bad boy sporting a leather jacket and guyliner to approach me and start quoting Shakespearean sonnets at me, and we'd fall madly in love and passionately in love in spite of all the odds stacked against us. I involuntarily shuddered at the thought. Dear God, I hope not. The sheer awkwardness of the situation would probably kill me. Still, at least in this scenario, someone would have been making an effort to talk to me. I let out a little sigh. Nah, it wasn't fair for me to begrudge these strangers for not rolling up the welcome wagon when I wasn't making any effort to integrate myself. Deep breath. I took a tentative step towards...
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Continue.
Okay. I took a tentative step forward to the rows and rows of plastic tables when I felt something come up behind me and tap me on the shoulder. I reflexively let out a little squeal and spun around, almost dropping my tray in the process. I was suddenly staring back into a pair of startlingly blue eyes, framed by long waves of blonde hair held back by a blue Alice band. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry about that, the girl in front of me wailed. I felt a lurch in my stomach. Shit. Oh no, it's my fault. Sorry, you just surprised me, I stammered. I was about to go sit down and, well, yeah, I was sitting down here and you just scared me. I got scared and... You're rambling, Amelia. You're rambling. You're annoying her. Why don't you fucking bother? I didn't expect... I was by myself, I finished pathetically. That's actually why I came over here, the girl told me, tucking a strand of hair behind her ear. I took in her appearance. She was a tall hedgehog and extremely pretty. She had a lithe form which she carried well. Shoulders back, tummy in, chin up. She was dressed simply in blue jeans and white lace long-sleeve top. The whole effect was rather summery. It almost made up for the rather oh my god, I can't read. It almost made up for the rather miserable October weather outside. So you're new here. I don't want you to notice, but we're in the same English class. Well, my friends and I saw you standing here, and we figured since you're new, you might not know anyone. It might be you'd like to sit with us?
Aw, that's cute.
Hell yeah. Her invitation hung in the air for a couple seconds before I processed what she was saying. A warm flush ran over my face. Oh God. People have seen me standing alone and they feel sorry for me, so they sent some poor girl over to include me. I love this. Alright, whoever wrote this. Fucking... Oh.
It's just Makoto!
Generic profile name. Generic profile name is the author.
It's just Makoto.
Alright, Makoto Naegi. Thank you for writing it.
Thank you for coming here to write this.
But isn't that what I've been hoping would happen? That someone would notice me, make an effort with me? Oh, well, I wouldn't want to bother anyone, I stammered, shrinking back slightly from this ultraviolet girl. This is real, though. It's very different from theoretical wishful thinking. You wouldn't, she insisted, cutting me off. In fact, it'd be our pleasure. Oh. That's really sweet of you to do. Stop! End this now! If you're sure I wouldn't be bothering anyone, that's not what I meant! Abort! Trust me, you won't. My friends are cool. I doubt this guy. This is unreliable. Never. The statement didn't exactly calm me down. In fact, the exact opposite, and succeeded in making me even feel more nervous. Every cell inside my body was screaming, telling me to run. Spectacle be damned. But the girl was staring at me expectantly. It would be sure to be awkward to cut back down now, right? I managed a small smile while the girl rewarded with one of her own. She led me past the rows of tables, waving at people, exchanging a brief but animated greeting with a couple of them, smiling all the way. I followed her like a strange little shadow in comparison, trying to talk myself through breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So if I remember correctly, you have a flowery name. Yeah, I'm Amelia Rose. I'm sorry, I don't remember... My name's Maria. Maria Robotnik.
Pom, pom, pom.
Oh, that's really pretty. Thank you.
Is it?
Yeah, Maria.
Robotnik.
Maria, thank you. My parents fell in love at a drive-thru screening of West Side Story.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, that's really sweet. Very, retro. Maria seemed to have stopped listening. She bounced over to the very back of the cafeteria with 3 tables and pushed together to accommodate the large group that was gathered there. I took them in. 2 echidnas, male and female, seemed to be bickering about something, while a glamorous bat watched them, toying with her yogurt. A yellow fox with 2 tails, a cute rabbit with big brown eyes, and a cedrian in a sweater dress that were being tested by a bespectacled lavender cat who was reading from colorful note cards. Excluding Maria and myself, there were only 3 other hedgehogs, all male. A silver one raised his hand in a shy semi-wave, exposing a small scion circular tattoo on his palm. There was a black and red hedgehog that looked like the real-life version of the brooding fantasy bad boy, including the guyliner, which framed his piercing crimson eyes.
Guyliner!
He's got the guy.
Absolutely. You know he's got a Spencer's gift card in his wallet.
Oh my god, if it's not Hot Topic dispensers, he's a poser. On the other side was a third hedgehog. He had a cobalt blue fur and peach skin around his muzzle, and was looking at his phone and laughing at something on it. Everyone, said Maria, clapping her hands together, excited. I am proud to present Miss Amelia Rose.
As you do, that's how you introduce people in high school.
Absolutely.
I am glad to present Miss Amelia Rose to your lunch table. Please, enjoy a peanut butter jelly sandwich and some waffle fries.
Maybe on Fridays, pizza. Of course, having
Friday's Panini Day.
What?
Friday's Panini Day.
Always pizza day for me. Really? Yeah. Friday was always pizza day. Until high school, then pizza was every day, and that was very bad for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway.
Look at all the dead chows.
Whoa. Wow. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, this game's fucked up.
J-Ro, you can't friggin' suggest me to go read some fan fictions and this shit. Whoa.
That's the call.
Oh. Why are you doing that? It's terrible. You go for it.
Go
to call.
Go to call. Use the Master Emerald. You looking at my emeralds?
Of course, having to manage to avoid making a spectacle of myself, I was being made into a spectacle by somebody else. Hi, I said, raising my hand awkwardly. I could feel that my palms were sweaty, and I quickly lowered my hand, closing into a fist by my side. I'm new here. I tried my best not to. So the knees weak and the arms heavy and the
I felt that because I felt the same way.
I was like,
I can't keep interrupting it, but also
no, that was the perfect time to do it because I was like, his palms are sweaty, and there's just a part of me that's like,
vomit on a sweater already. Mom spaghetti.
A couple of them looked at me with mild interest and couple smiles. Maria slid into a seat beside the black furred hedgehog, pecking him swiftly on the cheek before looking back at me. Amelia, I'd like you to meet everyone. On the far side, we have Cream, Cosmo, Miles. Please, Maria, call me Tails, the fox huffed, his tails twitching. Sorry, Tails, Blaze, and Silver. Welcome to Station Square High, Cream beamed. Cosmo smiled beside her. Blaze nodded at me before looking down at the note cards. In front of Silver, there's Rouge, then Knuckles, Tikal, Shadow, and Sonic. Upon hearing his name, the cobalt hedgehog turned around to face me, mid-lap. I was instantly hit by a pair of green eyes looking directly into mine, and... oh. There you are. My breath hitched suddenly in my throat. The involuntary sensation reminded me of the physical presence, and I blinked in surprise, causing everything to shift suddenly around me, falling back into place. Sonic smiled at me, an easy, friendly, casual smile that was unnerving in its ordinariness. I quickly diverted my attention to the ground, before anybody had noticed me staring at the guy whose name I'd only just learned, especially since any of these girls could be dating him, or any of the guys, or he could be Ace. I must be making so many heteronormative assumptions. Blame it on first day nerves, or hormones, or hell, blame it on both. So it's Amelia, right? The Bat, Rouge, asked me, one eyebrow raised. They were all looking at me, 10 pairs of eyeballs all fixed on me. It occurred to me that I hadn't been on show directly in front of so many strangers since my final role as Tree Number 5 in the middle school production of The Wizard of Oz.
Why?
Now I was Dorothy, thrust into Technicolor Munchkin land, and had no idea how I ended up here or what I was going to do. Was it too late to drop my tray and run? I glanced up at the clock hanging on the wall. 32 minutes until maths.
Maths!
I could handle it. I could handle that, couldn't I? New school, new start. I took a deep breath, 1, 2, 3, and put on a best approximation of an easygoing smile. Call me Amy. Amy Rose.
Oh, so it is Amy. Okay.
It is, yeah. Oh, yeah, no. I think once they said Amelia, I'm like, they're making her. I don't know if that's. I didn't know if that was canon that her name was Amelia.
I don't think it is. But whatever. Who cares?
And that's the end of chapter 1.
Woo, we did it! We got through the first chapter. And I'm on the last level.
Oh, hell yeah. Whoa! That's some perspective that wasn't ready for the Sonic games. Oh my god!
You gotta get in that 3D mindset.
Best part, chapter 2's name is No Spoilers.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. We can't spare it.
Oh, I guess we can't. Spoil it. Oh, what? Okay. Sonic, please. I guess we just keep going.
All right. You ready?
All right. You sounded so disappointed.
No, it wasn't that I was disappointed. I just wasn't ready for it. So hold on.
You can have a little sip of your ice Coca-Cola.
You like Coca-Cola.
I don't like Coca-Cola.
Chapter 2. No spoilers. Started in the Cafeteria by Genericprofilename. I honestly don't know what I was expecting to happen. Did I think they'd all take one look at me and erupt into fits of laughter? Or just ignore me completely? Maybe they start throwing food at me and who knew? I'd imagine that part of me was hoping that they would all turn out to be some sort of ridiculous fever dream that I'd wake up under my duvet? Duvet, yeah, under my duvet in the box room or of our old house, far, far away from Mel meeting blondes and cobalt blue hedgehogs with nice smiles. But I do know what I wasn't expecting to happen. It was the one thing I did end up happening. Figures. Hey, sup? Nice to meet you. I love your jeans. I pulled my tray closer to my body, like a barrier, and threw an agonized glance at Maria, who was sitting so close to Shadow that she was practically perched on his lap. He seemed to notice my gaze because he nodded in my general direction, but his eyes were on Maria. She pressed the side of her head against his forehead for a second before catching a glimpse of me and smiling sheepishly. In spite of my anxiety, the fangirl within me wanted to squeal. This is my boyfriend, Shadow. He's a junior, she explained.
Ooh. Oh no, oh no! I've fallen to my death. No!
No!
He's a junior.
He's a junior, she explained. So are Knuckles and Rouge. Sonic, Silver, and Blaze are in our grade, and Tikal, Cosmo, Cream, and Miles, Tails, are freshmen. The latter trio smiled at me.
God, I'm an idiot. Sorry.
I'm sorry I'm distracting you.
I'm sorry that I keep fucking up.
No,
this,
don't.
My expert fucking Let's Play here.
Well, I mean, in however many episodes, you blazed through this, and now you're messing up once I'm getting to the good parts.
Yeah, you're right.
This is your fault. It's my fault. I'm sorry. Sorry, J-Ro.
No, don't apologize. I'm gonna go on my big spider.
You go in a big spider. Hell yeah. The latter trio smiled at me. Cosmo the Cedrian had leafy green hair, extremely pale skin, and turquoise eyes framed with the best winged eyeliner that I've ever seen outside an aesthetic Tumblr girl blog.
Incredible.
Her head was resting on Cream's shoulder, the cute bunny with the big brown eyes. Miles/Tails was the scruffy-haired fox in the gamer shirt. He grinned at me, exposing a set of train tracks. Don't suppose...
Excuse me?
Oh yeah, I guess Tails has braces.
Oh, okay.
I assume so.
That's he opens his mouth.
There's an actual train track? No, I'm assuming they mean braces.
Call me Tails. Don't call me Miles. It makes me feel like a weirdo. Absolutely.
Oh my god. Don't suppose you're any good at history? We have a test after lunch and we're in serious need of help. Blaze rolls her eyes. What exactly have you been trying to do for the last half hour? This is the last time I let you... That's the last time let you guys revise with my color-coded notes, she huffed, gathering up her cards. That's what you said last time, Tail said. And the time before that, Cosmo added. And before her dead Bannock smile in silence, Tails cleared his throat and turned back to me. So, Amy, what do you say? Tails, let the girl sit down first, the glamorous bat scolded. She turned to look at me, her icy blue eyes ranking over my outfit. Though they were far from a designer, I said a quick prayer of thanks that my red sweater was clean and that I wasn't wearing my faded, threadbare pair of jeans or, God forbid, the one with the patches.
Oh my god, what are you, poor?
Sick fuck, Amy.
This
God damn it!
I knew it was going to be smut, but I didn't know it was going to be degeneracy.
Red suits you, the bat decided, her expression softening slightly. Interesting. What with your coloring? I'm Rouge. This is Tickle, and Knuckles, shove over! I misread it. Knuckles, shove over! The female echidna hissed, pulling a face at me. Knuckles shifted closer to Rouge, leaving me a small space on this bench. Fuck. I'm getting tongue twisted by, like, ridiculous and dumb. I sat down and set my tray down on the table in front of me. I felt kind of naked without it. Sorry about that. Welcome to Mobius High, Knuckles said gruffly. Thank you. I waited for him to say something else. He stared at me for half a second, then began to turn away. I internally winced. Okay, yikes. Awkward. It was then that I noticed what he was wearing. I like your hoodie, I added shyly. It was black with the phrase "Winter is coming" printed on it.
Oh my god.
I just started watching this stuff.
There's Sonic the Hedgehog Game of Thrones?
Yes. 100%.
Oh my god.
I love it.
Do you think that all the different houses are played by, like, animals that correspond to their houses?
If they don't, that'd be right. And do they have, like, different humans as their symbols on their crest?
Does Rob Stark get beheaded and then a different wolf's head is put on top of his head?
Or, like, is a human head? Like,
it's a human head!
It's a human head! It's put on a wolf's body!
Absolutely!
It was fucking Sonic!
I'd watch that show! Fucking hell.
So,
it's the Egg Viper.
Knuckles nodded approvingly. How far are you? Season 2. I'm at the part where Tyrion... no spoilers, please! Silver exclaimed. He clapped his hands around Blaze's ears. She hasn't seen it yet, he explained. She's finally agreed to start it this weekend. Oh, I'm so sorry, I squeaked, almost absolutely mortified. Spoilers were a mortal sin. No worries, I've already read the book. Silver's just an idiot, Blaze laughed.
Absolutely. Finally someone putting Silver in his place.
Liking Silver is a mortal sin. Grabbing his hands and pushing them from her head. Books don't count, he teased.
Books don't count. Silver out of 10 shit.
Wait. You're only saying that because you have a thing for Natalie Dormer.
If Natalie Dormer isn't a rabbit, I'm gonna be so upset.
I don't know, like, it's just they're the only hedgehogs and everyone's cool with it? Or, like, is this Sonic AU where everyone's a furry? Or is it Sonic 06 universe where they're humans and furries?
I think it's gotta be a mix of both. I think, well, because it says they're in Station Square, so it'd have to be,
yeah,
post-Sonic Adventure, which means that there's both humans and furries.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Where's Elise? Where's Gretchen Wieners in this story? In fairness, Rouge interjected, who doesn't?
Oh no.
True. Anyway, Silver, I'm on to you, Blaze teased. The secrets that lie within your heart. Yeah, you caught me, Silver laughed, rubbing the back of his neck awkwardly. What? Silver in the back of his neck awkwardly. Kit Harington, though, the echidna next to me sighed dreamily. I looked at her, noticing her properly for the first time. I'd spent enough time running around Oxfam to recognize an outfit that had been pulled together from the rails of a secondhand shop, though in her case it seemed like it was a style-based decision rather than one that was financially driven. Bold prints, bright colors, clunky jewelry, a hippie chick braided headband. It was the look that was a million miles away from my secondhand jeans and sweater ensemble. He's gorgeous, right? She sighed again. What I wouldn't do to. Oh, you can't say things like that, Knuckles growled, covering his ears.
Knuckles is embarrassed.
I'm 15, Nucky. I'm not a baby.
He did it all for the Nucky. The Nucky.
The Nucky. Stick it up your... Oh. Stick it up your... Oh, no. Stick it up your... Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. She rolled her eyes towards me. Who is this girl and where did she get her take no shit attitude? And where can I get one? So I didn't really quite catch your name. Oh, I'm Tikal. And Knuckles? He's my older brother. She rolled her eyes again. I wondered if she got dizzy from doing that. Do you have any siblings? Yeah, I've got a little sister. She's 7. Knuckles acts like I'm 7. She laughs. He takes his role very seriously. Most of the time, anyway. So 2 years ago, we were on holiday, and he was meant to be taking care of me in this water park, but he left me completely stranded, and then... Lies! Knuckle cried. Don't listen to her, Amy. She's trying to make me look bad. Tico doesn't tell lies, Rouge said drearily, which is what makes her my favorite Pacha sibling. What? You heard me, she drawled, going back to her yogurt. Knuckles' eyes flashed. The two of them lost into an argument, but Tikal's total non-reaction told me that this wasn't anything to worry about. I took a sip of water. And then, Blaze looked down at my tray. Her eyes lit up when she noticed my long-forgotten book. You like Harry Potter?
Oh, my long-forgotten book.
Yeah.
Alright, Eggman. Weird flex, but alright.
What was that?
He just destroyed the entire other column.
What a dick. Oh, it's no use. Give up. Oh, no. A wave of excitement rushed over me. God bless fandom culture for giving socially awkward wrecks like myself a chance to engage with people. Big fucking mood right there. Generic profile name.
Absolutely.
Love it. Love it, I exclaimed, a little too loudly. I cringed internally at how eager to please I sounded. Nothing demonstrates your desperation like eagerness. Shit, dude.
No! Oh!
Hey, Tom.
Absolute bastard.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I just slid off the side.
Egg Viper.
Yeah, I told you, it's the Egg Viper. Fuck. Get a load of this!
Oh my god. Oh, you're going to get along just fine here, Blaze teased. We're all huge nerds. Even Rouge has seen the Star Wars prequels.
What a nerd! What a stupid, dumb nerd bitch.
Confession, I'd never seen Star Wars. I'd no intention of ever seeing Star Wars. Glow stick battles and gold bikinis weren't my thing. I almost said this before I realized that those sort of confessions could get you exiled from social circles. It was like mixing up Link and Zelda. Or saying that Shrek the Third was the best Shrek movie. It's 2, just for the record, we all know that.
To be fair, I have murdered 3 people in my entire life because they said Shrek 3 was the best Shrek movie. Like, did they not even watch Shrek 2? Did they not even see the I Need a Hero sequence?
Oh, dude, that's the thing. The next line, it's 2, just for the record. We all know it's true.
Yo, me and Amy, we got it like that.
You and Amy understand each other. Big mood.
Big fucking mood.
I settled on smiling instead. A flicker of a smile appeared on Blaze's face, too. So, Amy, how's your first day been? Maria piped up from her side of the table, looking a little guilty for having neglected me for so long. Dude, you're, like, fine? It's been better than I anticipated, I said carefully. Little did they know that being asked to sit at the lunch table has been the highlight of my day. But there's that damn earnestness again. Gotta play hard to get. It's smaller than my old school, so that'll be a bit of an adjustment. Where were you before now? Tails asked. Mobius High, in the city. Whoa, that's quite a change.
Is it? Big sus. Bap, 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 bap.
Fucking looking.
Fuck you, Eggman.
Just get in there.
I just get inside Eggman. Like when he's not looking. Like I made a bet with him so that I could fuck him.
It's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
So much ridiculous. I tried to sound casually indifferent, but my heart was racing once again. What if they asked me about the move, or my old school, or life there? Thankfully, the conversation seemed to have moved on. Takal launched into an anecdote about a mishap she'd had with her lager combination earlier this morning, and she had everybody's attention for the next few minutes. Knuckles and Rouge had ceased arguing. I looked down at my lunch trays and realized how hungry I am. You haven't...
I wham.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was.
I wham.
No wham, no war away.
I just wham. I wham so very hungry. Just to
Johnny.
get away.
Gonna need a tway.
Okay, let's see if I can not fuck this up this time.
I started to carefully eat my burger without looking at anybody. It had been ages since I'd eaten with anyone outside my family. The whole experience was a little unnerving for some reason. I was really subconscious about chewing with my mouth closed, something I never even had to think about before. You should try the chili dogs next time. I froze, mid-bite. Sonic was looking at me.
Sonic spoke to me.
Sonic, this really cute guy, was looking at me and my mouth was full of lettuce and tofu. I choked it down. Yeah? Yeah, they're awesome. Well, I'll keep it in
What
mind.
the fuck?
What?
I can't, like, get up to him. Like, I keep doing the homing thing, and it keeps just missing.
Yo, 10 out of 10 Sonic battle.
Oh!
Oh, no. Yo, I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Cool. I couldn't look at him. I was furiously trying to remove a piece of lettuce from between my teeth with my tongue. It felt like he was still watching me. But come off it, Amy. You always think people are watching you and judging you, as though they have nothing better to do with their time.
I'm not even important enough to be ignored.
I didn't know which was worse, people thinking about me or people not thinking about me. Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
There's only 10 minutes left, Cosmo said mournfully, chucking her book into the table. I'm giving up on studying. Hey, Amy, can I see your timetable? Maria asked. Let's see if we have any other classes together. I fumbled around with the zipper in my bag and pulled out a pink hardback out of it. I passed it along the table until it reached Maria. She opened it up and immediately let out a little squeal. Amy, these are adorable! Oh, guys, you do the cutest little chaos on the inside cover.
Oh, okay.
I blushed, surprised at the compliment. It's really nothing. Maria excitedly held the book out in front of everybody. Cosmo took it from her and examined the drawings. Her eyes lit up as she looked up and down the pages littered with chaos. These are wonderful! Tell me, Amy, are you interested in art? Do you draw? Oh no, I mean, no, not properly. Just chibis and the like. I stammered. Each to their own, still they're lovely. Cosmo's...
No, you son of a bitch! He keeps knocking me off the ledge.
Yeah, well, is this the final battle?
Yeah.
They have to do, like, oh, let's make it a little harder. Let's just fucking be stupid about it. This is it. Cosmo, the greatest artist in the school, Tails said proudly. Cosmo's cheeks reddened, but she looked pleased with the praise. Well, Tails is an all-around genius. I wouldn't say especially when it comes to science. We're only freshmen. He's taking junior-level classes. Impressive, I said. I had chemistry just there, and I was completely lost the entire time. Who do you have? Lime green eyes once again. I could feel my body temperature rising. Oh, I really don't know. I can't remember his name. He had a tufty brown hair and glasses. Egghead. Oh, poor you. He pulled a face. He was still irritatingly good-looking like that. Sonic has a vendetta against Mr. Eggman. Maria explains.
Who is your...
Science teacher?
Wait, Eggman's also Maria's,
Well, it's Maria Robotnik, and this person just has Mr. Eggman.
Maybe it's a different character.
Maybe it's a different character? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
Because I think that would make... Because Maria is Eggman's aunt, I think?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Because Ivan
generally-
Robotnik is Ivan Robotnik is Eggman's grandfather.
Oh. Okay, yeah. I played a little bit of Shadow the Hedgehog. That was the only Sonic game I've played since, like, Sonic 3.
Fair.
But I only kind of understood what was going on, but they mentioned a whole bunch about this Maria girl. And I
To
never
be
really...
fair, if you haven't played Sonic Adventure 2 or Heroes, the story of Shadow is very confusing.
Yeah. I can see. I got the brunt of that. Actually, Maria, I think he's the one that with a vendetta against me. As far as I can recall, his grudge against you is totally unjustifiable, Sonic. Blaze said, eyebrow raised. Freshman year? Sniggers broke out around the table. Even Shadow smirked. Inside jokes. What was the etiquette for a stranger in this situation? Stay silent? Laugh along?
Kill myself?
Why don't they teach us about these things? It'd be a million times more useful than calculus.
Why don't they just teach a dating class?
Yeah. Yeah. The whiteboard, Silver said slyly. The tinfoil, Blaze added. The bag of... Lunch is nearly over. Weren't we meant to be comparing timetables, Sonic said loudly, snatching my notebook from Cosmo. His eyes lingered on the doodles. He didn't say anything, but his expression softened and a smile played at his lips. He turned the page over and scanned the timetables I'd stuck there. History with me and Blaze. You've algebra right after lunch. You're in my class then, Amy. Silver smiled. I smiled weakly back at him. We could always discuss Game of Thrones. Then you have free period in the library.
I still am not okay with Game of Thrones existing in this universe.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like, it really upsets me.
Well, they did. Well, Blaze and Amy are going to bond over Harry Potter.
That ancient text that nobody remembers.
What?
Oh, you missed a lot there.
Yeah, TLDR, Amy just went to high school in a small town called, what's this place? What's the setting of this game?
Station Square.
Oh, Station Square High School. A small town compared to Mobius City. Alright. See, then you have a free period in the library, and then you home ec with Maria. Really? Maria exclaimed, almost dropping her apple. Amy, you could be with my new cooking partner, and the rest of her sentence was drowned out by a chorus of groans. Oh, don't do it, Amy, Rouge warned. Maria has a bad track record when it comes to home economics. Last year, she gave Megan food poisoning.
Not Megan!
Look.
Everyone's favorite character.
Megan.
Megan the Herc.
Sorry, what?
Megan the Herc.
A yerg. Maria scrunched up her nose and glared at Silver.
What? No, god damn it, Sonic! Why?
Sonic, why? You just gotta beat the Velociraptor.
I have never had this much problem with this boss, but it won't lock onto
It's
it.
because you're getting clue-balled by this fanfic at the same time.
You're right, because I'm too busy worrying about Amelia Rose.
Just focus on what happened to Megan.
Poor Megan!
Let's see. Maria sons up her nose and glared at Silver. Shadow lightly rubbed her shoulder. I'm not that bad, she protested bitterly. It's my favorite subject, and I haven't been able to cook in 3 weeks. And I'm delighted for Miss Barony's blood pressure levels. Rouge interrupted, smirking.
Oh, Rouge is sassy. So sassy.
Sassy. Rouge interrupted, smirking. Cream snorted, but seeing Shadow's expression, quickly tried to disguise it as a cough. I was fighting off a grin of my own, biting down on my lower lip, but I caught a glimpse of Maria's expression and felt a twinge of guilt. She was easily the sweetest and friendliest person that I'd met today. I mean, honestly, here I was at the crowded lunch table with people who didn't seem to hate me.
I hope she doesn't get gunned down by mercenaries.
I cannot wait to read a part where Shadow makes a promise.
Oh my god, I hope the Maria promise is canon in this AU.
Hell yeah, it better. If it's not, then they better make it. I mean, honestly, here I was at a crowded lunch table with people who didn't seem to hate me, listening to them talk and laugh around me, and it was all because of her. Of course I'll be your partner, Maria, I said. It'll be good to know someone going into the class. Maria's face broke out into a smile, and she tossed me in a grateful glance. I found myself smiling back without even thinking about it. Suddenly the bell sounded, triggering a series of sighs, and, in Cosmo and Cream's case, whimpers at the prospect of a test. I stood up awkwardly, holding my tray of half-eaten food. The group broke apart. Knuckles and Rouge slouched off together, both nodding at me as they passed. Tails saluted me before walking off with his face buried in his notes. Blaze smiled and walked off. Maria smiled at me again, told me that she'd seen me in home ec, and skipped away from the table, Shadow holding her hand beside her. Silver hovered beside me, holding onto the straps of his bag like a little kid. Ready to go, he asked. This wonderful world of algebra awaits us. I laughed as I guiltily dumped the remains of my food into a nearby bin. It was funny, but I'd been waiting for lunch to be over so I could go back to class where I was totally anonymous. But now I was surprised by how quickly the last few minutes had gone, how much I enjoyed myself. Sonic brushed past me at that very moment. See you, Amy. My breath caught in my throat as I watched him saunter away, his bag hanging loosely from one shoulder. Amy, we better get going. Oh, right, I'm sorry. No worries, follow me. He strode along the rows of now empty cafeteria tables, asking me a couple questions about where I was on Game of Thrones, who my favorite characters were, generally the sort of conversation that I would give in a year of my life to have with someone only 24 hours ago. But I couldn't focus. In fact, I couldn't even focus on being nervous and tongue-tied. My head was full, replaying the split second of contact over and over and over again. The surprising warmth of his body, the faint smell of his deodorant, the way he said my name.
I think Amy's a psychopath.
Damn hormones. Don't even think about it. And that's the end of chapter 2.
We did it!
We did it! Don't even think. The last lines, all in italicized. Don't even think about it.
Alright, maybe we should take a break here and we'll come back with the next chapter.
Dude, next chapter, aka Dark Web Apple Pie.
Hell yeah! Dark Web Apple Pie!